Why is it so exhausting talking to people these days? Like, I swear, bro, I was with a friend and he brought a friend with him. He's not my friend, but he brought a friend with him. And that was the first time I met the guy, and that guy was single handedly the most exhausting guy to talk to. He was, let me tell you, the most annoying guy to talk to. He kept correcting me, and like, even though he had no knowledge to that situation whatsoever, like, I'm telling a story. I'm telling something that happened to me. So of course I'm gonna know what happened to me because I lived through it. So I'm telling it to my friend, and this guy's like, "No, probably this." He's correcting me in my story where I'm the one in it. So I was like, "Who the fuck does this guy think he is? I don't know where the hell did he come from." And that basically taught me to completely stay away from him. That taught me what he gave me. What he gave me was to never speak to him again. That's what he lost. That's what he lost. He lost that. I'm not gonna talk to him ever again, and that's his biggest failure. Cause now him acting like that, I'm never gonna speak to him. Cause look at how the guy was acting. He was acting like a total buffoon and an exhausting person to talk to. And if only that guy stayed quiet. And that's a really good point. Staying quiet when your words don't have enough power, or when there's no reason to talk. Like, there's no reason to say all those words, right? So why bother saying it? Keep it to yourself. No, and I guarantee you, I would have no opinions on that guy if that guy kept his mouth shut. He was just saying all the rubbish he had inside his mind. He just kept blabbering it out, and that was single handedly the most stupid thing. Like, you gotta. It's a skill keeping stuff to yourself instead of that guy just talking out rubbish. Now, as you can see, Jeff Bezos and these high status men, they always keep quiet. They never speak. And they only speak when their words have power. And that's when everyone listens. You see, Jeff Bezos is never going to speak when his words don't mean anything or he doesn't have anything good to say. No, he's only going to speak when he has that certain power, that certain dominant status. And then he's going to get on that stage and everyone's going to fucking listen to that guy because he's in that position. So why are you trying? And you should think like just Jeff Bezos as well in your everyday life, in your office life. You gotta stay quiet. Now you don't know much about Jeff Bezos, how he thinks, and you should keep that to yourself. Now there's another tip of advice I would love to give to you guys: is to stay quiet. Best skill. Keeping shit to yourself. The best thing. People talk random shit, and what you can do, you can benefit from that. If someone is just blabbering out rubbish, observe them. You stay quiet, you gotta stay quiet, and you gotta observe what that guy is saying. And I guarantee you, you're gonna you're gonna notice so many things about that guy. The shitty things, the shitty stuff that he's doing. You're gonna observe. You're gonna observe his habits. You're gonna observe how he thinks. You're gonna know the guy within 10, 15 minutes. If the guy's speaking, you're just gonna know, okay, this guy's this type of guy. And I read him like an open book purely because he's speaking. People say your mouth is a gateway to your mind, how your mind thinks. That's what your mouth portrays out, the shit you say. Now, if you can dress a beggar up in a suit and he's gonna look fine, presentable, good. But the second he opens his mouth, you're gonna know he's a beggar. He's not smart. And I'm not saying beggars are not smart. I'm trying to prove a point here. That you're gonna understand that he's a stupid guy. You get it? No, so keeping your mouth shut is, I would say, the most single-handedly the best skill, because that gives you enough time to observe, while no one can really observe you. No one can really know your cards. No one can really know what you're trying to implement, trying to say, or what you think. What are your weaknesses? No one really knows that except for you. So that's the tip I give. Like, exactly like in poker, you bluff when you don't let the other person try to figure out what's going on in your mind. You gotta bluff your cards. You gotta play the hand that you have. Sometimes it's weak, sometimes it's strong. You gotta play your hand in a certain way that the other person thinks exactly like the way you want them to think. That's a really good bluff. And that's what you guys should do as well. Or there's no point in staying quiet if you don't have knowledge as well. I do suggest you guys read books. Try to focus on yourself. Get good knowledge on the world, society, and be a knowledgeable person. Knowledge isn't free. You have to go there and get it. You can't really just sit around and try to pretend that you're smart. You're gonna stay dumb. A person who's smart, maturely smart, and mentally smart, like, you can tell. You can literally tell when that guy is smart. But yeah, but I suggest you guys read books. Look, I have so many books behind me. You guys should read books. Try to get in that uh, position, and you will start to act that way. There was a famous law: what you pretend is what you become. I don't know, it goes something like that. What you pretend is what you become. And yeah, you gotta manifest it. Be in that zone, just, okay, I am him, I am him. You get it? And you're gonna be like that. I guarantee you. Just, you gotta stay quiet though, bro. Staying quiet is single handedly the most best skill you can have. Now, I was with a friend, okay? This is a different friend, by the way. We were in the gym and we were hitting chest, strong chest, we were getting that pump. Feel me? So we were hitting chest, and I saw this other kid hitting chest as well. He was about older than us. It looked like it was his first time in the gym. So my friend Shahir bumps me with his elbow, and then he was like, "Yo, correct that guy." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Correct him. He's doing it wrong." And I've learned my mistake before. I tried to correct someone because I've been going to the gym for like a year and a half. I tried to correct that person, and he told me, "Did I ask for your opinion? I know what I'm doing. You can leave. You can fuck off." I was like, "Bro, I'm trying to help him get a better form so that he can grow his chest out. Grow. I don't remember what muscle he was hitting, but I remember giving him an advice, and he did not want to listen, and he told me to fuck off. So I was like, okay, I'll fuck off. I'll go. But this situation came to me again. I saw another guy. He's not hitting the gym, so I gave the example to Shahir. I was like, bro, me giving an opinion to him. People don't like listening to opinions because it makes them think that like, if I give that guy an opinion, he instantly, what goes in his mind is, okay, this guy thinks he's better than me, or he's looking down on me, even though I'm not. I'm trying to correct him so that he can do better, but he's not gonna see it that way. And you guys gotta listen to advice. Sometimes it goes a long way. Like, you gotta put your ego aside. You cannot know everything in the world. Don't you ever have that god complex. You're not a god. People can correct you. You can fix that. But you gotta look at it in a certain type of way. If one person tells you that you're doing it wrong, look into it. But like, keep doing what you're doing, because sometimes, right, people are jealous of you, people don't like you, try to push you down. They do that. But if 10 people are saying the same thing about you, maybe you gotta look into it. You get it? If one person is saying, for example, in your family, he's ridiculing you, what the fuck are you, why are you doing this, your face is like that, don't look into it, let go of it. But if 10 people are saying the same shit about you, like, yo, you're doing this wrong, do it right, then maybe that's a matter to look over. Maybe that actually is a big enough matter to look at. You gotta put your ego aside. You're not a god. So, by the way, I'm not saying to be quiet all the time, just not speaking and all. You gotta speak, you gotta know when to stay quiet, and you gotta know when to speak. Single handedly, the most difficult thing to do. There's some situations where it's stupid to stay quiet, and there's some situations where it's really smart to stay silent. Try to figure out which one, what you're going through at the moment. If I know, okay, I'm in the situation, if I don't speak, I'm gonna miss the opportunity, or I'm gonna look stupid. You gotta speak. Speak with your chest high, and be confident when you're speaking. But you know that you can't, like, there's the situation where you speaking will make you look stupid, or there's no point in you speaking at all, then don't speak. See, look at speaking as like a personal benefit kind of thing. Now, look, and I'm talking about you being in an office or somewhere. If I don't have any benefit in speaking, I'm not finding no fun, I'm not laughing, I'm not with friends. Okay, you know, when you're with friends, you speak random bullshit. That's fine. But in an office, you're not like, there's no personal benefit to you speaking. Then why bother speaking? Why bother giving your opinion? There's genuinely no point. I don't see any point. And that's actually a really good skill, and you should actually learn that skill. But now, that comes to that, right? Besides that, there's another situation where people try to fill in that awkward silence by speaking. And that is the most stupidest thing you can do. Giving him a doorway into your mind. Because now, what I've noticed, right, is that some people, I never had that problem. I don't know. I think that's in my nature. But some situations, the conversation just dies. No one is saying anything. And some people feel the need to spark up the conversation alive, and they do that by destroying their self-respect, making them look stupid as fuck. And that's not gonna get you anywhere, by the way. That's gonna just make you look stupid, make you look dumb. And I pity those type of people. I just laugh at them, like mentally just laugh at them, like have a crack. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you look dumb. Stop. Don't even bother. Makes you look dumb. So, yeah, it's an actual art. You know, your words can change someone's mind and perspective. You see salespeople, they speak in a certain type of way that makes you want to buy it. And I would say words are single handedly the most beautiful thing you have. Manipulate anyone's mind if you guys know the right way to do so. Speak in a really beautiful manner, in a really manly manner, or as a woman in a really strong manner, to seem like a really confident and outgoing person. That would get you anywhere in life. Your words, the way you speak, gets you anywhere in life.